What's going on YouTube? Cloverbuzz here, back with another Scarlet Violet video, and today we're going to be showcasing one of our teams, and this is our Baxcalibur Archaludon Rain team that we put out as one of 6 rentals that you can use for the month of February. So we're using this team today just because it has had recent results from people that have been using it. It just recently won a Players Challenge, so good amounts of CP from Geoffrey Yang, and again, he's the same guy that used our Primarina team to get 6-3 results at a recent regional. So he used one of our squads again and he won a Players Challenge, so we're going to showcase it again. And not only that, it also got 2nd place in another online limitless tournament, and it also got top 8 in also again another online limitless tour. So 2 top cuts and 1 Players Challenge victory. That tells me, yeah, we got to showcase this team. So the idea this time with Archaludon was to add Baxcalibur to it, which is something that a lot of these Archaludon Rain teams have been doing, just because Baxcalibur gives it a bit more of a positive matchup into some things that can give Archaludon a little bit of trouble, right? So for example, Ting-Lu is a problem, Landorus Incarnate is a problem, but Baxcalibur doesn't care about any of those because we have super effective ice damage into it. So that's the reason there. And then at the same time, you know, we have priority Ice Shard, which is actually quite useful in certain games, especially against like Tornadus, for example, if we chipped it enough, right? And Clear Amulet makes it so that we can't get Intimidate cycled, so Incineroar is going to have to do something else, probably just Parting Shot, right? Of course, that's what Incineroar does, but it's a standard set here with Glaive Rush, Icicle Crash, and Ice Shard with Protect, so a little bit different than the older loaded dice Icicle Spear sets. I think you know, the Clear Amulet is just a little bit better this time around. Then from here we have the Pelipper here with the Wide Guard set here with Hurricane, Weather Ball, and Tailwinds for speed control. We are a Focus Sash set, and again we are just straight 252 Modest for the most maximum amount of damage. We are also Terra Flying, so we have that going for us as well for a little bit more extra damage with Hurricane. Archaludon here is a similar Assault Vest set that we've used. Terra Grass especially is quite good, you know, again against stuff like Amoongus, you know, just you know, the Landorus Earth Power, you know, Grass typing allows us to resist Ground type weakness, and then from here, you know, but just Body Press, Flash Cannon, Electro Shot in the Rain to boost our special attacks, and then Dragon Pulse just for big nukes later on in the end game. Amoongus here, great into Trick Room games, great at protecting our allies, great at healing our allies with Pollen Puff, and then Spore Pressure is just really nice. Then the Choice Scarf Urshifu in the Rain. This is probably one of the few teams that, you know, you really want the Urshifu-Rapid Strike as opposed to the Ogerpon-Wellspring, just because the amount of damage it can do, as along with the Choice Scarf, allows you to outspeed stuff like Flutter Mane entirely and just deal like really big damage, right? So you have the speed from the Scarf, you have the speed from the Tailwind, now you need a little bit of damage, and that's where the Rain comes in from the Pelipper, right? And then of course U-Turn allows us to reposition, you know, if we're in a bit of a pickle there. All right, our Flutter Mane this time around, this is a booster energy Flutter, so we're going to rely on the speed boost, right, you know, just to give us the edge there with Icy Wind especially, great into Tornadus teams, and then of course Moonblast and Shadow Ball here, very standard set. We did have to forego the Dazzling Gleam there, which may be a little bit unfortunate, but all things considered, you know, it's still a very viable and strong Flutter Mane set. All right, so that's the team. All right, hopefully we can get some cool wins and feature most of the squad in today's video. So without further ado, let's just go straight into the rank battles. Okay, this looks like standard Tailwind stuff, right, with Chien-Pao Entei. Okay, so Fire, Water, Grass Core here. I would assume that's the Water Ursh, and Chien-Pao's just trying to make everything hit hard. Then there's Flutter Mane here. Okay. So now the question is, like, do I bring Baxcalibur to this? Like, if there's Chien-Pao on the field, Baxcalibur is going to do more damage. We can always Ice Shard Tornadus. We can Ice Shard Rillaboom. We can't get burned by Entei Sacred Fire, so there's that. The Urshifu can make things somewhat interesting. I think Bax in the endgame can also do relatively well. But he does have Chien-Pao Entei, so I think just leading Flutter Mane here is going to be good. And then also Scarf Ursh if he wants to do Chien-Pao stuff. If he does bring in Rillaboom, then okay, that makes things a little more interesting. Maybe just Flutter Amoongus, right? Now let's start with some pressure. Let's do this, and then we'll bring Baxcalibur in the back. I would assume And then we can bring Archaludon and Amoongus. Let's bring the Archaludon. Alright, so we're gonna leave our Pelipper and our Amoongus behind. All of our support mons behind. And we're just gonna rely on our heavy hitters this game. Let's see what this does. So we are a speed boosting Flutter, so there's that. That's somewhat of an advantage. And then he can't E-speed us, so that's also good. Alright, there's Tornadus Chien-Pao, so that's good, somewhat. So we can always punch this Chien-Pao. Now we can force him to, again, bring in the Rillaboom, ideally, right? Okay, so we have the speed advantage. Again, we can just always Moonblast the slot. I can always click Icy Wind here for the advantage, and I can always just click Surging Strikes into the Chien-Pao slot. The Chien-Pao slot over here. This might be able to just straight up KO. I would imagine after the Icy Wind stuff. Let's see. Let's see what he does. He might switch it. Yep, that's probably Rillaboom, in my opinion, just to like re-put pressure on the Ursh here. Yeah, it is Rillaboom. So he kept the Rillaboom in the back, so that means Chien-Pao is going to come in the end game. So that's good for him, somewhat. Alright, here's the Ice. He did not go for Tailwind, so he instead definitely went for Bleak Wind, fishing for those speed drops. Alright, Surging Strikes. It's going to deal some damage into the Rillaboom, in all honesty, right? So that's good, ideally. And then we have to switch out next turn. So we're definitely going to bring in Archaludon to soak that up. Alright, and there is the Bleak Wind, so Urshifu does survive, so that's good. We have enough bulk there to live that, and we're going to get a little bit of grassy terrain recovery. Okay. And we may just have to just blow up this Rillaboom now, just for that play. I think we have to do it. We can Moonblast, and I think we will. It's just, if it's a Assault Vest, which I think it is, I think we just have to straight up Moonblast. We're going to switch out here. We're going to go into Archaludon and soak this up, ideally, somewhat. And then just literally try and KO the Rillaboom. It's going to be tough here, but I think Flutter might be able to pull this one out. We'll see. It's going to be a close call. He's still thinking about it. Very interesting. I thought this would be an easy play. All right, now the question is, can he read the Terra Flutter? Alright, that would be something else. But we're going to switch this out here. He probably knows. So we'll see what he decides to do with this. He may just go straight up Woodhammer into my slot, but I don't think he outspeeds anymore. Even after Tailwind, quote unquote. Alright, so Terra Flutter, Terra Fairy. Can we pick up the Rillaboom here? Ideally. Alright. Oh, it's Protect, it's not AV. Whoa, ladder shenanigans. Hold up. Alright, okay. So, once again, he did not click Tailwind. He's staggering it. Alright, Bleak Wind misses something. That's the one I wanted to hit. I wanted him to hit the Archaludon, not the Flutter. That is unfortunate. Okay. Wow, okay. So, I think now we kind of have to just click... This is probably where Grassy Glide might be able to pick up here. So now things get a little bit more interesting. Alright, it's just, can I click Body Press now? I don't think so. And I can't exactly bring in the Electro Charge stuff. Alright, so that being said, I think we just try and do a little bit of chip damage here into the Rillaboom slot. A little bit. Let's see if we can manage here. And then maybe next turn, okay, he swaps. Ah, he's going into Chien-Pao now. What if I Flash Cannon that slot? Okay. Yeah, there's the Chien-Pao. Okay. Alright, so we Protect here. He probably wanted the faster Grassy Glide there. And there it is. I would have got this thing down to Sash. Alright. So Baxcalibur might have to come in here potentially. But let's see. Alright, oh, it lives on just barely. That's unfortunate. That is not good. Alright, so I can't let the Flutter die yet. I might have to just sack... No, I don't want to sack the Ursh just yet. but I may have to. So I think we just do that. He might actually just preserve the Rillaboom here. But we'll see. We'll Flash Cannon this slot. And let's see if he actually protects. Okay. We might have, we're just forced to give him the Ursh here. So if you want it, you can have it. Alright, click your Grassy Glide. Yeah, there's the Grassy Glide. Okay. So Ursh does go down. Now, does he click Sacred Sword? He didn't even protect. I'm very surprised. Alright, there's Sacred Sword. Okay. Now, this shouldn't kill, so that's good. And we do get off a Flash Cannon here. Alright, so we get the Chien-Pao down to Sash here. Again, more recovery. Yeah, it was just a little unfortunate that Rillaboom just did not go down there. But we always have Terra Grass available. But now we have Baxcalibur coming in. And Baxcalibur can make things very interesting. We can force the Protect, ideally, from the Chien-Pao, right? Just for clicking Ice Shard, right? And then we actually Ice Shard the Rillaboom, ideally, right? That would be my guess. This would be a very, very hard read. Let's see. I can even Ice Shard. How does he want to play this? I think we always respect the Chien-Pao here and just go for the Flash Cannon into this slot over here. I think that's the way we want to force that Protect. Let's see if he decides to do it or if he swaps out here. But either way, the Baxcalibur is putting on pressure onto this Chien-Pao. I think we always have to pin this slot here. He is Terra. He's gonna Terra here. Things are very low. I don't know why he's doing this. Ah, Terra Fire. This is where Body Press should have been the play. Alright. I respect that play. Okay, so we do get rid of the Chien-Pao here, so there's that. Yeah, I should have... I didn't think it would Terra a very low Rillaboom here. But this might be enough to KO. We'll see. Terra Fire? Oh, it's still enough. Perfect. That's good. So I questioned that Terra. Like, I guess... Listen, you don't have an Assault Vest. So... He was not going to live that. So now Archaludon and Baxcalibur have all the pressure, right? And now, even though there is Tornadus, we have priority Ice Shard here. He didn't even protect. And yeah, there's his own Flutter Mane. And there's his Tornadus, right? And I didn't see booster energy, so we can always... and yeah, he didn't even protect. I don't even know if he has protect. I can go. I still have my own Flutter Mane in the back. So ideally, again, if I just Ice Shard this thing, I think your Specs. I definitely think your Specs. He already Terra. The Tornadus is not really putting on the pressure. So let me just Flash Cannon this slot anyway. Yeah. Oh, Sunny Day. Ooh. Okay. Is this speed or special attack? Alright, we're gonna find out. We need at least one of these options to live here. Special attack. Okay, so we go for the Ice Shard here. That's decent damage. Flash Cannon should pick up here. So Bax probably goes down here, so that's good, somewhat. Because now we get a free switch into our own Flutter. And this Flash Cannon should be enough to take out this Flutter. Alright. And it is, so that's good. Alright, and now, because he set Sunny Day for me, now my Flutter Mane, because my booster is gone, now I'm gonna get the Photosynthesis back here. And now I have the benefit of enjoying the sun. So thank you very much, Tornadus, for setting the sun for me. So Baxcalibur was able to create this position because, again, we were able to pin that Chien-Pao slot, and Archaludon was able to, pick up the Rillaboom and outspeed it too. So now this is easy. Now we just click Moonblast. And Bleak Wind, again, is a play, but I don't think he can do it. I think this is just an easy Flash Cannon / Dragon Pulse. I will go for the Dragon Pulse here, just because. But I think he just cancels Battle Ray. So here we go. Moonblast might be enough. Let's see. Is enough. We get a crit. Don't think it matters. Alright, so great job by Flutter picking up things in the end game here. So, yeah. Basically, it was just all about maneuvering around his switches, but he made some good plays. Right, we just had a little bit more offense to win in the end. All right, I forgot to press the record button. All right, so Corviknight, Ting-Lu. Wait, this looks familiar somewhat. Okay, we have a little time to act here. Okay, the Iron Crown side spam stuff is a little bit annoying. It's actually very annoying. He doesn't have the Ogerpon though, so maybe this can be okay somewhat. I think I have to do like Archaludon Pelipper stuff, and then just bring Flutter in the back, maybe with Urshifu, and just lock in. All right, I think that's how we have to approach this. It's a little bit tricky, but I had to make my decisions quick in that sense. So we'll see what happens. Oh, he's got Dondozo as the picture. Oh no, that already tells me something. When you have Dondozo as your profile picture, what do we got here? Okay, so pros and cons here. We have Wide Guard, but there is an Urshifu that is now boosted in the ring. But we have the Electro Shot for it. We have that. So, but I think what we might have to do, we can still zap this, you know, and just, you know, close combat's gonna do a lot. I think we're forced to. And literally just click Wide Guard. Right? Like, where is the harm in this? He can swap Indeedee here. He can do that. But I kind of just want Tailwind here. Let's see. There's no way. You have to suspect Wide Guard, right? So I'm just going to click Tailwind. Okay, he does Terra. This might be... is this the Urshifu? Let's see. Oh, it's the... okay, it's this thing. To what? Fairy. I've never seen that. Oh, probably for the dark weakness, right? Okay. So you stay in, so there's no Indeedee boost. Okay, so... do you still click close combat here? I mean, if you do, that's just gonna help me a little bit. Alright, so he does click still. He still clicks close combat. So we're over half. So that's good. Alright. And depends on if you're Sash or not. So here's my defense. Okay. He's going for Terra Fairy. Oh, he's just doubling in. Oh boy. Alright, we have to live that. Okay, we do live. Wow, he just did not care about Pelipper here. He did not care. Alright, you know what? Pelipper, you're gonna show him next turn. You're gonna show him what's up when we're gonna do like modest weather balls and modest hurricanes and whatnot. We're gonna show him what's up. Alright, first we're gonna blast this Ursh. Alright. So here we go. We live everything. So good EV's Clover. Alright, goodbye Ursh. So Archaludon picks up 1 KO, and we have Tailwind. So now we outspeed this thing. Now, if Indeedee comes in, that makes things a little bit more interesting. Somewhat. Somewhat. Okay? And we have Flash Cannon pressure now against that thing. So we'll have to see how he decides to play this. Let's see if Indeedee comes out here. There is the Indeedee. That's what I thought would come in the previous turn. Okay. So he can click Expanding Force. He can always still click Terra Blast. But I still believe we just forced the Indeedee to click a redirection move. And he might suspect Wide Guard here. He might see it now. Right? But do we care? We do have Urshifu as well. So I think it's just important to remove the Indeedee, because then we can just punch it with the Ursh later on. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna still blast the we're gonna still do this over here. Electro Shot over here. We're gonna click Weather Ball over here. Alright. We think he's gonna protect. He did not protect, but still we get to blast the Indeedee here. Alright. Get to remove the redirector, which, by the way, he was definitely going for Trick Room, looks like. Okay, so we're gonna blast this thing, so Indeedee is gone, so there's no protection from you, nothing saving you from Urshifu later on. And then there's Tacking Cutter. Like, that's fine, that's okay, because now you're at the mercy of Urshifu, right? Just clicking Surging Strikes. So here we go. In the rain, might I add. So no Ogerpon-Wellspring on this team to worry about. And he's already Terra'd. So your redirector is gone. I'm free to click Surging Strikes. That's definitely not going to help you. Okay? That is 100% definitely not going to help you. So let's go ahead. Let's click Surging Strikes. And let's click Weather Ball over here just for some chip damage. You want to protect, you can definitely protect if you want. I could have easily just killed this Ting-Lu as well. But I want to remove the threat to Flutter Mane in the endgame, which is this, you know, this thing. So, yeah, if he protects, but I'm still punching through. And Weather Ball's still going to do good damage into this Ting-Lu over here for sure. So here, he doesn't even protect. Oh, he might live actually. It's going to be close. Oh, I think he lives actually. Okay, good. Not good EVs there after all, Clover. Alright. Alright, Weather Ball comes out. Okay. That's good damage. Alright, Terra Blast. Okay. Alright, Urshifu does go down. Oh, that's very surprising. Okay. And he does go for the Throat Chop here into the Pelipper here. That did some damage. Alright, but here comes Flutter Mane. I think we'll be fine here from now. Like, we can still, like, from this range, it's still good. Like, Pelipper still KOs the Ting-Lu here, so we still click Moonblast over on this slot, and we still click Weather Ball over here. We're still fine. He still can't beat this. Alright. So, Archaludon did a lot of the pressure early on, and, you know, Pelipper and Ursh also do what they needed to do. Somewhat. Pelipper did good this game. And again, the mistake here is no Ogerpon-Wellspring. I feel like if all Iron Crown teams gotta have the Ogerpon-Wellspring. It does so well for them, in my opinion. Alright. It just helps a lot, in my... Alright, but we're able to pick up this nice easy win here. Okay, this is an interesting team. So we got Milotic here. Ooh, Milotic and Primarina. So double water. Something that Archaludon likes to see because we have Electro Shot. Then there's there's a Farigiraf there. Okay, so yeah, Baxcalibur is probably not the bring here. Alright. It could be, but maybe not. But maybe I might have to just because I need something a little bit more for like Rillaboom and the Ogerpon, right? So maybe just something like Archaludon Amoongus, or you know, something like that. You know, just to be able to, you know, just in case he wants to click Trick Room, right? So maybe just this, and then Pelipper in the back, and then we'll just have Baxcalibur here. I don't think we need Urshifu here. There's too many water types, there's too many grass types. We'll leave the Ursh home. Flutter could be good, but I think we just need a little bit more physical damage here with the Baxcalibur, so we'll just do it like this. Okay. And again, the Farigiraf kind of, it forces the Farigiraf to make a decision here. Like, you can't click Trick Room, and you're forced to click your Psychic moves, which is okay, I guess. But, you know, the Amoongus just creates nice positioning with my Archaludon here, especially when I can switch it out for Pelipper later on. So Primarina, Milotic. Okay, so we can Shablast one of these things right off the bat. I would imagine the Primarina is the bigger threat, just because, you know, it's a fairy type, technically. That being said, look, we can Spore things, we can do a lot here. We can Dragon Pulse the Milotic and then Spore the Primarina, ideally, right? He can Ice Beam me. Okay, so we can just Dragon Pulse this slot here, and we can just Spore, right? Like, where's the harm in just clicking Spore right now? And we have the Assault, so we're kind of just chilling here. So we are going to see a Terra. This might be a forced Terra Grass, ideally, right? Alright, what is this? Terra Grass? Okay, so we guessed wrong with the Spore. Any one of these could have been Terra Grass, right? So, unfortunately, Spore's not going to work out here. So we get Overfast Limbo, so that's good. That's good damage. Alright, Hypnosis comes out. Okay, so he puts us to sleep. That's unfortunate. And, you know, and there is, oh, there's Hyper Voice. All right, so he's actually going to boost me up now. All right, he crits the Amoongus. I could have slept the Milotic, right? But now, oh, it's leftovers. Oh, wait, no, it's Strokes. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad, actually. All right, so we guessed wrong. All right, but good play from him. All right, so now we just have to take a turn of sleep. So now we can actually click moves here into, you know, ideally. But I think we just protect the Amoongus for now, or we can Pollen Puff. But we can always Spore this slot. Does he have any other grass? I guess he has Rillaboom. Does he do that, or even Ogerpon? So, you know, I mean, we can just click something. All right, we'll just click this. And what does he want to do? I think I just heal myself. I can also deal chip damage into this Primarina for now. Right? So, he stays in. I could have slept that Milotic here. Alright, he tries for a Hypnosis onto my Amoongus. Alright, Dazzling Gleam. A little bit of chip. Okay. Again, this is also where, like, I could have clicked Pollen Puff into my own Archaludon here. Alright, but that's good chip into Primarina there. Alright. And then now I can also start considering other things, but again, just another straight Dragon Pulse here. Maybe just going into this slot, ideally, and then just, you know, Pollen Puffing my Archaludon to back to full health. I'm gonna try. Could have did that last turn. Alright, Archaludon takes another turn of sleep, so that's 2 turns. And he does land the Hypnosis this time, so that's unfortunate for me. Alright, at this point, I think Body Press is just going to do more damage. Okay, so there's Dazzling Gleam yet again. Amoongus is getting chipped. Alright, more stamina boost. Alright, and he's going to activate my Berry. So, he gets the Amoongus asleep here, unfortunately. So there's the first turn of sleep. Alright, yeah, I just don't get to play the game, unfortunately. But I can wake up next turn, and I just might have to nuke the Primarina here. With something. I don't know if I can, though, but I do have Body Press available to me. I am +3. I think we just have to go for it now. And just, again, hope. Right? Just hope. And just Pollen Puff this thing. Let's see what happens. Alright, oh, there's the Protect. Good play. So he knows, he knows he's gonna wake up, right? So Archaludon wakes up here. Alright, but does he put me back to sleep is the question. Alright, good play. I respect the play. Alright, he goes for another Hypnosis. He does fail. So there's that. Amoongus does take another turn of sleep, so that's 2 turns. Okay. Listen, can he really do anything about it? He is much slower. And this Milotic here is just meant to click Hypnosis. So I'm still going to go for the play. And I'm still going to go for the Pollen Puff here. I'm still going to do this. Alright, Body Press. Oh, no, dude. Alright, Amoongus does live. Alright, Dazzling Gleam. Oh, that's unfortunate. Just not enough. Yeah, that really hurts. And Amoongus takes all 3 turns to sleep. Okay, all is not lost, because we still have Bax over here. We even have Pelipper here, but I don't want to make his water attack strong. That's really unfortunate, I have to say. That's very bad. Alright, I'm going to imagine the Primarina protects this turn, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply click Glaive Rush over here, switch out the Amoongus, and go into Pelipper now. Wow, Body Press not being able to remove the Primarina, that's insane. This thing might be just like all bulk. Alright, I mean it was just +3, but yeah. I guess that second turn where I just Pollen Puffed the Primarina, that was probably the worst thing I could have done. I could have either spored the Milotic slot or healed my Archaludon, but I got a little too greedy there. So either of those 2 options was better than my third option. Which put me in this position here. So we're gonna swap here. I think he just protects. So we kind of have to make this read because we're down, and this is the only way we get back in this game. Right, is just to do this. Alright. And I would imagine he does. Yeah, see, there's the protect. So we kind of need this kill onto the Primarina, this Glaive Rush. Onto this Milotic, I mean, this should kill, right? It's not as good. Oh, no. Ah, man. All this bulk. All right. Just don't. Oh, my God. Okay. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much I can do about that, but I can click Hurricane here. He can swap the Primarina. It's just unfortunate that Glaive Rush just wasn't able to KO there. But I know but we do outspeed the Primarina, so we have this going for us. All right, the question now is, does the Milotic hit the Hypnosis on the Pelipper? All right, that's all we have to. We just have to hope he misses. Right? He's just clicking Hypnosis. He's not clicking anything else. Does he hit it? He does. It looks like he misses, so that's good. That gives us some time, because then we can hit a Hurricane onto the Milotic next turn. Depending on what comes out here, it is going to be Farigiraf. Okay. So, here's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to... we can go for the Glaive Rush here. I'm scared of the Fairy move, so I'm going to have to just Terra here and just go for the Ice Cold Crash. We may flinch, we may miss. Let's see. I think we can still go for the Glaive Rush. I still think we can go for it. And we just have to click Hurricane over on this slot and just hope it kills on the Milotic here. Alright, so we're still in this. We're still in this. Just because Farigiraf is not something that exerts pressure. Alright, we just need to live the Fairy move here. And maybe put pressure right back onto the Milotic. Okay. Alright, Baxcalibur stays asleep. That's unfortunate. But we can click the Hurricane onto the Milotic. This should kill. It should. It doesn't kill. We do get the confusion though. So if I get a little bit of luck here, then this still works out. Can we get a little bit of luck? We don't get a luck. Ah, that's just unfortunate. And there's Psychic. Looks like, okay, he ran into the Pelipper. Oh, was that a crit there? All right. Okay, and I'm just left with Amoongus here. So, yeah, that's just, yeah, that hurts. That really hurts. Just everything lived. Everything lived my attacks. I don't know what else to do here, except still click Glaive Rush. Just try and hope for the KO, and just try and protect the Amoongus here. Hopefully, we do get some wake ups here. Amoongus does wake up, so this might help me here. So there's the protect. Okay. Alright, Baxcalibur does stay asleep, so that doesn't help me. That we could get a KO here though, if he does hit himself with confusion. He doesn't hit himself with confusion? Alright. He scalded me. Alright, but now he KO'd me. Oh, come on. He gets to land all these hypnosises. I can't get any luck with the confusion. Oh man. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. But we were set back by that second play with our Amoongus. Yeah, we're gonna surrender it here. Ah. What can you do? He got lucky. All right, another Iron Crown team. This time he's got Torkoal and Amoongus. That's annoying. This is where Terragast Archaludon can come in handy against Amoongus, but not great against Torkoal. Alright, we just have to deny his Trick Room. And we definitely need Pelipper to fight for weather, so there's that. Alright, so how do we want to do this? Maybe we just start, like, Amoongus Ursa. Like, how's he going to start here? Like, Indeedee Sneasler? Is that how he's going to do it? I mean, he could, but then we just have Amoongus, right? So I think we just start like this. Like, this, we bring in the Pelipper in the back, and then, do we need late game Baxcalibur? No, I don't think so. This is also where, like, Terra Dark Amoongus can also come in handy, right? Because we're not susceptible to, like, expanding force spam. And I think we actually just do Archaludon. I think this is the way. Alright, we'll roll with it like this. So Ursh and Archaludon are gonna have to be the big sweepers here. See how it goes. Sneasler. But yeah. think this is all right for what we want to try and do. So it just all depends on how he decides to lead it. Lots of options for him, all things considered. All right, here we go. And it's Amoongus, Raging Bolt. We've got Amoongus and Urshifu. So he has the advantage here. So that's not good for me. We're probably gonna have to be forced to switch here. And we're gonna have to fish for this, you know, this Terra option on what he has. So that being said, I think we just simply reposition here. He can just also Spore this slot, which is also not super great, but we'll see. If he decides to go Thunderclap, then we just Spore it. So let's see. We could have also actually just redirected everything, right? So not allowing to click Thunderclap and just... See, there's the Rage Powder, right? But this was the other problem that I had, so this is why I switched here. Alright, and he went straight for Thunderbolt, so into my Archaludon, we resist. Thank you for the defense boost. Alright, so this is good. And now... Oh, he's Life Orb too. Oh, okay. So now we just Spore. Okay. So we Spore that slot. Okay. And now we can technically get Pelipper in here for some boost onto Archaludon, but I don't think we necessarily need to. He just gave me a defense boost, right? So I don't know how to really deal with the Amoongus right now. I think we just keep chipping away at it, right? So we can Pollen Puff this thing, right? If he Spores me, he Spores me. But Dragon Pulse also looks pretty good here, right? All things considered. So what if we just Pollen Puff this, and we can just simply Dragon Pulse right now, right over here, onto the sleeping target. So he swaps. Okay, what comes in? Did he have what? I forgot to check what he had in the back there. Oh yeah, Torkoal. Okay, I would love to Dragon Pulse that target. So now we can technically, now we have a reason to get in Pelipper. Oh, that's good damage. Alright, he does Spore. This is also why I wanted to Terra Grass. To not get Spored here. But this is still like, okay. Alright, Pollen Puff comes out. Okay. So that's good here. And now we can technically just put the Torkoal to sleep. There's no Trick Room up. So, yeah, I mean, we still have Spore. We can just Spore this. Right? We have no reason to do anything here. Alright? We can deal some chip damage now onto this slot here. Yeah, just to chip the Amoongus a little bit. But we're faster. Alright? So, oh, he's probably going into the Raging Bolt now, right? And now he gets the damage. Okay. He gets the Sunlight. Okay, cool, I guess. Alright, Archaludon takes a turn. So we're basically fighting for turns of sleep. But this is just gonna favor me. Ah, he thought the Pelipper was gonna... Oh, he just wanted to keep sleeping here. Okay. Alright, I mean... Now, we just... Again, we just Pollen Puff you. Okay. And we still Dragon Pulse, right? I mean, ideally... Okay, here... Whoa, okay. Is it Torkoal? What comes in? Alright, he repositions the Torkoal here. Second turn of Archaludon taking a nap. This is Raging Bolt's first turn of taking a nap. Okay. So here's a little bit of chip damage. Some chip damage, of course. Again, we can still Spore this slot, right? And we're not really afraid of Archaludon just yet. Alright, and I still want to Dragon Pulse right over here. Okay. Technically. Alright, let's see what he decides to do. I could wake up here. Alright, swapping it yet again. Going back into the Amoongus. So we're keeping him honest. Like, again, it's just a matter of time before I wake up here. He's just giving me chances to wake up. He's not putting out any pressure here. I stay asleep, unfortunately. Alright, and so does he. So does he. Okay. And, of course, it doesn't affect the Amoongus, right? So, what do we do now? Do we just Spore this slot again? Yeah, I think we do. And just Dragon Pulse. Right? And we're still doing this. Alright, he's giving me chances here. Like, there's no damage coming out here. He's been doing a lot of repositioning, which is good. That's exactly what he should be doing, but we're just micromanaging our sleep turns here. And he's Life Orb, so he can wake up right now and protect, right? So he's okay, so we're gonna wake up, we're gonna kill the Torkoal. Unless something else comes in besides the Torkoal. Alright. Ah, okay, so we slept that slot anyway, so that's good. I think. Alright, so special attack that. Alright, good. So here we go. We get a little bit of chip. Dragon Pulse comes out here. Decent chip. Alright, and he spores me. Okay. And we're gonna spore him right back. So basically, this is a game of taking a nap. Alright? That's all it is. Our Amoonguses are just, you know, taking a nap here. Again, Pollen Puff, chip damage here. Can do something because of that psychic typing. And, you know, it just all matters of who wakes up. I can also Terra Grass at any time here. But, again, just Dragon Pulsing this Amoongus. A little bit chip. Swapping again. Alright. Something else is going to be taking Pollen Puff. Is it Torkoal again? It's this thing. Oh, it's Oh, now he's going into Torkoal. Okay. I respect the Torkoal. Okay. So the sun comes out. Alright. Sounds good. Alright, Archaludon takes a nap. So now we're going to have to keep playing Mind Games. At some point, I'm going to have to get in the Pelipper. Alright, a little bit more chip. He might wake up next turn, actually. Okay, so I still kind of want to put this thing to sleep. Right? And, like, it doesn't... He's not really doing pressure. Like, we're still okay. Like, I could wake up right now. That could have been a one-turn wake. Yeah, there's the one-turn wake. So that's good. Here we go. Dragon Pulse. Enough chip from the Amoongus. Is it enough? It is enough. That's what you get. That's what you get for positioning too much, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, and we get off a nice spore onto this Torkoal. Well done, my friend. You did a lot of switching, good switching, but no damage was coming out, which means you gave time for my Archaludon to wake up eventually. And the odds were in my favor that if I was gonna get a one-turn wake. Because you are on the Clover Bells channel, we have the Clover luck. Alright, there's his Amoongus. Okay. This is where we go Terra Grass now. Okay. And this is where we start nuking things. So we can still Pollen Puff over here. We can also, yeah, like this is where we get full control of the weather. So here we go. We're gonna go into Pelipper here, get full control, and now we just start shablasting with the Electro Shot over here, and we should be okay. Okay, so here we go. Thank you, Amoongus, you did your job. Okay, now comes Pelipper. Okay, give me my control of my weather. Alright, I'm faster than everything here. And Amoongus will not click Spore anymore. Okay, and if he did, he's out of luck. Alright, and then next turn we have more pressure against the Amoongus because we can click Hurricane. Alright, so here's the Electro Shot. This should pretty much just kill the Torkoal from this range. It has been chipped heavily. +1 boost, Archaludon. Alright, this is good. Alright, see you later, Torkoal. You did your best. Okay, that's good. Alright, and if the Amoongus clicked Spore, he can't click it anymore. Alright, there's the Spore. Alright, and the Terra Grass basically now means he clicks the forfeit button. Because now we just ignored the Amoongus entirely. And that thing is asleep, so we're kind of chilling now. But here we go. He can redirect if he wants. It's not really going to do anything. We can just Weather Ball, ideally, and just blast him again with the Electro Shot here. And we should be fine. I think he just cancels the battle. Yep. We have won the Amoongus Wars, ladies and gentlemen. We won the Amoongus War. Alright, folks, so there's the squad yet again. So we used everything and everything felt good. Alright, so this great options overall. Baxcalibur did what it needed to do. as did Urshifu and Flutter Mane, but Archaludon was also really, really nice. And we did win the Amoongus War in that other game, so, you know, that was a little bit of a positional-based kind of thing, but we got the upper hand there, right? So we got to use all 6 Mons, so give the squad a go. Let us know how you do. Once again, thanks to Geoffrey and the, you know, Sodamario and the other two, and I forget the other player that used it. Oh, Silverspoon, yes. Thanks to all 3 of them for getting the results for the team, which again gives us a little bit more merit in showcasing squads on the channel. All right, so we'll be back with another video in the next one. Peace out and have a good one.